videos, but all of these questions are never have I ever style. So, have you been to this place? Have you done this thing? And once I say something that you have done, then you can go to sleep. So feel free to let me know when you got to go to sleep, or you can tell me how many of these things you've done and treat it like a bucket list. Whatever suits your fancy tonight. So I hope that you enjoy. We'll definitely start out with some that not a ton of people have done, mixing in a bunch that more people have done, give you a better chance of going to sleep, and I promise you will get to go to sleep by the end of the video. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'll also give you my answers at the end of which things that I have done. Yeah, and we have a new notebook today, so that's exciting. But question number one is one that probably not too many people will say yes to. Have you ever been struck by lightning? If you've been struck by lightning, then you can go to sleep, and I'm glad that you are alive. Question number two, have you ever eaten a dog treat? If you've ever eaten a dog treat, you can go to sleep. Question number three, have you ever been the only person in a movie theater? Watched a movie in a theater, but you were the only one in there. Question number four, have you ever stayed awake for more than 48 hours straight? If you've stayed awake for more than 48 hours, you probably need your sleep. You can go to sleep. Question number five, have you ever been on a date with someone with a greater than 20-year age gap from you? Been on a date with someone more than 20 years, older or younger than you? Yeah, no judgment. Question number six, have you ever been bitten by a snake? If you have, you may go to sleep now. Question number seven, have you ever swam in the Blue Lagoon in Iceland? That's definitely a bucket list item for me. I'm very jealous of you if you have done that. Question number eight, have you ever eaten something that you dropped on the ground outside? Again, no judgment. Question number nine, have you ever been a contestant on a game show? If you have, you can go to sleep now. Question number 10, have you ever spent the night in an igloo? I've seen that you can do that in like Nordic countries, and I think it sounds kind of fun. If you've done that, you can go to sleep. Question number 11, have you ever posted a YouTube video that got over 1 million views? Okay. If you have, you can go to sleep. I'm very, very close to being able to say yes to that, so if you want to help me reach it, go watch my most viewed video. Question number 12, have you ever crashed a wedding? You can go to sleep if you have. Question number 13. Have you ever gone on a solo trip to a different country? You can go to sleep. Question number 14. Have you ever competed in a talent show? That might be my first yes, I think. Question number 15. Have you ever been stood up on a date? Ever been stood up? Okay, I'm very sorry if you have, but you can go to sleep now. Question number 16. Have you ever been to Antarctica? Also a bucket list thing for me. Okay. Question 17. Have you ever been skinny dipping in the ocean? Gone skinny dipping in the ocean. Question number 18. Have you ever been to the top of the Eiffel Tower? Okay. Then you can go to sleep. Question number 19. Have you ever walked into a glass door? Like you didn't realize the door was there because it was glass, and you walked right into it. Okay. Yeah, happens to the best of us. If you've done that, you can go to sleep now. Question number 20. Have you ever lived in Indonesia? Just picked a very random country. Okay. Question 21. Have you ever been expelled from school? Ever been expelled from school? Okay. Question number 22. Have you ever seen a ghost? Ever seen a ghost? Okay. That's very scary. You can go to sleep now if you have. Question number 23. Have you ever run out of gas while driving? Like you weren't at a gas station, but you ran out of gas. Okay. Question number 24. Have you ever fallen asleep while sitting up? I envy you if you can do that. I can't even fall asleep laying down. Question number 25. Have you ever ridden a horse on the beach? If you have ever ridden a horse on the beach, then you may go to sleep. Question 26. Have you ever knocked out one of your adult teeth? Lost an adult tooth in like an accident? Question number 27. Have you ever seen the Northern Lights? Also a bucket list. I'm just like asking you if you've lived my dreams. Question number 28. Have you ever broken your right leg? If you've broken your right leg specifically, then you can go to sleep. 29. Have you ever dyed your hair green? If you've dyed your hair green, then you can go to sleep. Question number 30. Have you ever been fired from a job? Question number 31. Have you ever gotten a face tattoo? Gotten a tattoo on your face? Question number 32. Have you ever popped someone else's pimple? Popped a pimple on somebody else? Okay. If you have, you can go to sleep, and you are a lot like me. Question number 33. Have you ever shaved your head? Number 34. Have you ever wet the bed as an adult? Okay. If you've wet the bed as an adult, you may go to sleep. It's okay. It happens. Question number 35. Have you ever been on a roller coaster that stopped while you were on it? Like stopped working while you were on it? Okay. That's pretty scary. Question number 36. Have you ever been the maid of honor or best man in a wedding? Question number 37. Have you ever slept outside without a tent? Like you just slept outside, exposed to the elements? You can go to sleep if you have. Question number 38. Have you ever performed surgery on someone? Hopefully you're a surgeon if you've done that, but I guess you don't have to be. Question number 39. Have you ever ridden a gondola in Venice? Ridden a gondola in the canals in Venice? Question number 40. Have you ever participated in a flash mob? I always think that would be really fun. Question number 41. Have you ever sang karaoke in front of a crowd? Like, not just in front of your friends or at a party, but like in public. Question number 42. Have you ever dressed up as Elsa from Frozen? Worn an Elsa costume? Okay. Question number 43. Have you ever peed in public? Like peed not in a bathroom? Outside? Question number 44. Have you ever been on a flight that was longer than 12 hours? Question 45. person on a bus besides the driver? I actually, all through middle school, was the last bus stop, and I was the only person that got dropped off at that bus stop, so I had a lot of alone time with my bus driver in middle school. Question number 50. Have you ever been a surrogate for someone? Number 51. Have you ever used the opposite gender restroom? We'll say like one that had multiple stalls in it, like wasn't just a single restroom, but gone in the opposite gender. Question number 52. Have you ever been divorced? If you've been divorced, I'm very sorry, but you can go to sleep. Question number 53. Have you ever churned your own butter? I need to get around to doing that. Question number 54. Have you ever worn colored contacts? Question number 55. Have you ever had a pet snail? A pet snail. Question number 56. Have you ever been on the Great Wall of China? If you have, then you can go to sleep. Question number 57. Have you ever performed stand-up comedy? Question number 58. Have you ever made pottery on a wheel? Like used a pottery wheel? Question number 59. Have you ever ridden a mechanical bull? One of those mechanical bulls that tries to throw you off. Question 60. Have you ever milked a cow? These are such just a wider range of questions. Question number 61. Have you ever worked as a lifeguard? You can go to sleep if you have worked as a lifeguard. Number 62. Have you ever had to be saved by a lifeguard? Ever been like pulled out of the water by a lifeguard? Question number 63. Have you ever gotten a black belt in Taekwondo? Then I will not mess with you. You can go to sleep. Question number 64. Have you ever had a concussion? If you've had a concussion, you can go to sleep. Question number 65. Have you ever been on a jury? Been part of a jury? number 67. Have you ever attended a comic convention? Comic Con. Question number 68. Have you ever lied about your name? Like given the wrong name? Question number 69. Have you ever knitted a sweater? If you have knitted a sweater, you may go to sleep. Question number 70. Have you ever left a 1-star review for a restaurant? Like online. Number 71. Have you ever given someone a fake phone number? Number 72. Have you ever grown your own tomatoes? Question number 73. Have you ever been banned from a public place? You can go to sleep if you've been banned from a public place. Question number 74. Have you ever donated a kidney? Question number 75. Have you ever been inside a lighthouse? Question 76. Have you ever driven a snowmobile? If you've driven a snowmobile, you can go to sleep. Question number 77. Have you ever been to a drive-in movie? I feel like those aren't as big of a thing anymore, but we used to do that all the time when I was a kid. Question number 78. Have you ever ridden in a helicopter? Number 79. Have you ever made homemade ravioli? Ravioli from scratch. Question number 80. Have you ever taught a yoga class? You've taught yoga, you can go to sleep. Question number 81. Have you ever ridden a unicycle? Number 82. Have you ever lost your luggage and not gotten it back? Like the airplane or airport lost your luggage and you never got it back. Okay. If you have, that sucks. But you can go to sleep. Question number 88. Have you ever been without electricity for more than a week? Like your electricity went out for more than a week. Then you can go to sleep. Question number 89. Have you ever won a spelling bee? If you have, congratulations, and you can go to sleep. Question number 90. Have you ever had to perform CPR on someone? Question number 91. Have you ever been ziplining? Question number 92. Have you ever pooped your pants as an adult? Okay. If you have, that's okay. And you can go to sleep. Question number 93. Have you ever been to an opera performance? Question 94. Have you ever done improv acting? That actually sounds like my worst nightmare, but good for you. Question number 95. Have you ever changed someone else's tire on their car? Question number 96. Have you ever been to an Olympic opening ceremony? Question number 97. Have you ever taken a flight on Christmas Day? Been on an airplane on Christmas Day? Question number 98. Have you ever used a fire extinguisher? Had to use a fire extinguisher. Question number 99. Have you ever passed a 1,000-day streak on Duolingo? Question number 100. Have you ever dropped your phone in the toilet? Okay, I'm sorry to hear that if you have, but you can go to sleep. Question number 101. Have you ever legally changed your name? Number 102. Have you ever had a pet hedgehog? If you've had a pet hedgehog, you can go to sleep. Question 103. Have you ever taken an astronomy class? Number 104. Have you ever done a backflip into a pool? Question 111. Have you ever slept on a trampoline overnight? Question 112. Have you ever had braces for more than 3 years? Did you have to wear braces for more than 3 years? Question number 113. Have you ever ridden in a parade float? Like been part of a parade, riding on the float? Question 113. 114 rather. Have you ever fallen into a pool fully clothed? If you've fallen into a pool fully clothed, you can go to sleep. Question 115. Have you ever ridden in a police car? Question 116. Have you ever been vegan? Ever gone vegan? Number 117. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? Number 118. Have you ever kissed someone of the same sex? Like, romantically. If you have, you can go to sleep. Question number 119. Have you ever posted a video of you singing? Like on social media? Question number 120. Have you ever ridden in an ambulance? Ridden in an ambulance. Question 121. Have you ever been diagnosed with a genetic condition? Number 122. Have you ever made homemade hummus? I really want to try making homemade hummus, but I've never done it. Question 123. Have you ever been to Kenya? If you've ever been to Kenya, you can go to sleep. Number 124. Have you ever gotten a PhD? You may go to sleep, doctor, if you've ever gotten a PhD. Number 125. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? That terrifies me. You can go to sleep if you have. Number 126. Have you ever broken your nose? Go to sleep if you've broken your nose. Number 127. Have you ever gotten your tongue pierced? Tongue pierced. Question number 128. Have you ever been hypnotized? Like actually hypnotized by a hypnotist? Question number 129. Have Question 132. Have you ever sent your food back at a restaurant? Question number 133. Have you ever called 911? Or whatever it is in your country, 999? I don't know what the other ones are. If you have, you can go to sleep. Question number 134. Have you ever made homemade ice cream? Made homemade ice cream. Number 135. Have you ever been to the Taj Mahal in India? Question number 136. Have you ever been to someone's 100th birthday party? Number 137. Have you ever needed to have emergency surgery? Something that wasn't planned. Question number 138. Have you ever been on a blind date? Question 139. Have you ever used a fake ID? If you have used a fake ID, tisk tisk, but you can go to sleep. Question number 140. Have you ever climbed out of a window? Number 141. Have you ever broken up with someone over text? Question number 142. Have you ever clogged someone else's toilet? Okay, yeah, it happens. It happens. Question number 143. Have you ever participated in a protest? Number 144. Have you ever ghosted someone? Number 145. Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish? If you've been stung by a jellyfish, you can go to sleep. Question number 146. Have you ever hitchhiked? Don't do that if you haven't yet. Question number 147. Have you ever been snowboarding? Number 148. Have you ever binged a full TV series in one day? Question number 149. Have you ever made up a rumor about someone? Question number 150. Have you ever baked your own sourdough bread? I can now say yes, as of like a couple weeks ago. Question number 151. Have you ever lived in a car? Been living out of your car or someone else's car? Sorry about the bird chirping. Question 152. Have you ever had a pet live to be over 20 years old? That's very cool, and you can go to sleep. Question 153. Have you ever been to Machu Picchu? Machu Picchu. Question number 154. Have you ever gone on dates with more than one person in the same day? You went on a date with someone, you went on a date with someone else in the same day. I actually have done that once. Question number 155. Have you ever been to a drag show? Number 156. Have you ever worked as a barista? Number 157. Have you ever flown first class? Number 158. Have you ever seen a blue whale in real life? I always think that'd be so terrifying, but it would be so cool. If you have, you can go to sleep. Question number 159. Have you ever worn socks with sandals? Okay, that's a choice. That's a choice. Question 160. 60. Have you been to more than 30 countries? Okay, that's a choice. That's a choice. Question number 161. Have you ever been to a wedding in a different country? Destination wedding. Number 162. Have you ever been to a wedding in a different country? Destination wedding. Question 163. Have you ever been to more than 30 countries? Question number 161. Have you ever gotten plastic surgery? Any kind of cosmetic plastic surgery? Question 162. Have you ever gone into anaphylaxis? If you have, that is very scary, but you can go to sleep. Question 163. Have you ever been to a wedding in a different country? Destination wedding. Number 164. Have you ever been to a TED Talk? Attended a TED Talk? Question 165. Have you ever completed a 3,000 piece puzzle? Or one that had more pieces than that? That's pretty impressive. Question number 166. Have you ever been in a TV commercial? Question number 169. Have you ever run a marathon? Completed a full marathon? Question number 170. Have you ever read an entire book in one day? Number 171. Have you ever gotten arrested? Okay. If you've been arrested, you can go to sleep. Question 172. Have you ever had food poisoning? Number 173. Have you ever gotten LASIK? LASIK eye surgery. Number 174. Have you ever eaten a hot dog in one bite? Question 175. Have you ever been to Nicaragua? Another totally random country. Okay. If you've been to Nicaragua, you may go to sleep. Number 176. Have you ever mixed up identical twins? Gotten identical twins mixed up. I actually have, and one of them was my boyfriend, so that's not great. Question number 177. Have you ever broken a rib? Broken a rib. Number 178. Have you ever gotten 10,000 followers on TikTok? Number 179. Have you ever watched a black and white movie in a movie theater? Number 180. Have you ever participated in an eating contest? Number 181. Have you ever eaten a guava? Eaten a guava. I don't know if I even know what a guava looks like. Question number 182. Have you ever published a book? Number 183. Have you ever checked underneath the bed before you went to sleep to make sure there were no monsters? Okay. Yeah. Question 189. 189. Have you ever competed in a gymnastics competition? Gymnastics meet. If you have, you can go to sleep. Question number 190. Have you ever seen a zebra in real life? Number 191. Have you ever had a stalker? If you've ever had a stalker, I'm very sorry. I hope that has resolved. But you may go to sleep. Question number 192. Have you ever fallen asleep mid-conversation with somebody? Question number 193. Have you ever gone scuba diving? Question number 194. Have you had your wisdom teeth removed? Number 195. Have you ever held a snake? Question 196. Have you ever been to a professional cricket match? If you've ever been to a professional cricket match, then you can go to sleep. Question number 197. Have you ever tried glass blowing? Number 198. Have you ever been to New Zealand? Question number 199. Have you ever worked as a janitor? And question 200 for today, our last question. Have you ever watched an ASMR video? Okay. If you have ever watched an ASMR video, then you may go to sleep. So, hopefully that got everybody because you are watching an ASMR video right now. I hope you enjoyed those 200 questions. Let's go through and see how many of these I have done. You can let me know how many you've done. I'll keep track. So I have not been struck by lightning, have not eaten a dog treat, not been the only one in a movie theater. I don't think I've ever stayed awake for more than 48 hours. Maybe like 30 hours, but that's the most. Never been on a date with someone with a more than 20-year age gap. Never been bitten by a snake. Never been to the Blue Lagoon. I don't think I've ever eaten something that I dropped on the ground outside. I don't think. Been a contestant on a game show? No, I wish. Spent the night in an igloo? No. Posted a YouTube video that got more than 1 million views? Not yet, but close. Gone on a solo trip to a different country? No. Never crashed a wedding? I have competed in a talent show. That is my first yes. I have been skinny dipping in the ocean. It was like maybe 6 months ago. I went skinny dipping in the ocean. Have not been to a driver many times. That's 8. Been a surrogate for someone? No. I have definitely used the opposite gender restroom when it's like just one single bathroom, but I don't think I've ever done it when there's multiple stalls. I don't think I would do that. Never been divorced, never churned my own butter, never worn colored contacts, never had a pet snail, been on the Great Wall of China, performed stand-up comedy, never made pottery on a wheel. I've made it without a wheel. Never ridden a mechanical bull. Don't think I've milked a cow. Never been a lifeguard. Had to be saved by a lifeguard. If there was a lifeguard there, then yes, I would have been saved by a lifeguard, but I was saved by my mom, so I guess not. Never gotten a black belt in Taekwondo. I've never had a concussion. Never been on a jury. Never sold a painting. Never been to a Comic-Con. I've never lied about my name, actually. I have knitted a sweater, so that is 9. Never left a 1-star review. I have given a fake phone number, that's 10. Never grown tomatoes. Never been banned from a public place or donated a kidney. Driven a snowmobile. Been in a lighthouse. I have been to a drive-in movie, that's 11. Haven't ridden a helicopter. Made homemade ravioli. Taught yoga. Ridden a unicycle. Lost luggage and never gotten it back. I have been to a chocolate factory. That's 12. Never used a 3D printer. I don't think I've gone over a week without showering, at least not in like adulthood. No. Never been in a movie. I haven't stayed in the hospital for more than 3 days. I've been in a hospital for 2 days. I don't think I've ever been without electricity for a week. Haven't won a spelling bee. I've gotten 2nd place in a spelling bee. Haven't performed CPR. I have been ziplining. That's 13. Haven't pooped my pants as an adult. Haven't been to an opera performance or done improv. Changed someone else's tire. No. Been to an Olympic opening ceremony. No. Played trombone. No. Taken a flight on Christmas. only time was my steak was like really rare, and so I just had them put it back on the grill. So that did happen. I've never called 911. I've never made homemade ice cream, which is crazy. I should. Never been to the Taj Mahal 100th birthday party. I have needed emergency surgery. So that's 20. Never been on a blind date, had a fake ID, climbed out a window. I've never broken up with someone over text. I don't think I've clogged someone else's toilet. I hope not. I've never participated in a protest. I have ghosted people. Whoops. Never been snowboarding or hitchhiked. I don't think I've watched a full series in one day. Never made up a rumor. Have baked my own sourdough. 22. Never lived in a car. Had a pet live over 20. Been to Machu Picchu. I have gone on dates with 2 people in the same day. One was a first date and one was a second date. So it wasn't like I was like cheating or something. I have been to a drag show, so that's 24. Never worked as a barista. I have flown first class, 25. Never seen a whale in real life. Not worn socks with sandals. Been to more than 30 countries. Haven't had plastic surgery. Haven't gone into anaphylaxis. Been to a wedding in a different country. Attended a TED Talk. Done a 3,000-piece puzzle. Been in a TV commercial. I have fainted, so that's 26. Haven't been in a food fight. Haven't run a marathon. Don't think I've read a whole book in one day. Haven't been arrested. Have gotten food poisoning. Haven't gotten LASIK. Haven't eaten a hot dog in one bite. Haven't been to Nicaragua. Have mixed up identical twins. One of them was my boyfriend. Whoops. Haven't broken a rib. Don't have 10,000 TikTok followers. Haven't watched a black and white movie in a theater. Haven't eaten a guava. Haven't published a book. I check underneath the bed every night before I go to sleep, so that's 29. I have been in a cast above my elbow when I was 4, so that's 30. Have not flashed someone, driven a motorcycle. Don't think I've saved someone's life. I have competed in a gymnastics competition, many, so that's 31. Never had a stalker. Don't think I've seen a zebra. Never gone scuba diving. I have had my wisdom teeth removed. I have held a snake. Haven't been to a cricket match. Haven't tried glass blowing. Haven't been to New Zealand. Haven't worked as a janitor. Have watched an ASMR video. So that is 34. 34 of those I have done. Let me know if you have done more or less of those than me. I've done 34. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how I didn't come up with this idea sooner. I think it's fun. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next one. So sleep well, everybody,